You gotta be happy.
Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap in.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Low waist, fat, baby, tap in.
Oh, I'm gonna tap in for sure.
Tap in.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How are you? Yes, it's Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends on a Thursday, which we call Friday Eve because we almost there. Michael, Shawn, J Black, Sexy Moe, Shawnee Scott. She having a little computer technical problems. She will clear that up. She was on Frozen, so we waiting for her to get back on here. Hey, we're here. It is literally December 1st. Where does the time go? The older we get, the more we say old people stuff. Yo, this year went by so fast. No, it didn't. It went by. It went back exactly the same time it went by last year. It went by. It could be the time just goes by. So I can't believe.
Did go. No, it was just Halloween. November did go by.
November went exactly. It had the same amount of days with the same amount of hours that it has for hundreds of years. The same amount of days. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Oh my! Now we say old people stuff like my mom and dad would say when they see kids that they say, "Oh my God, I can't believe how big you've gotten." Well, what did you think was going to happen when you ain't seen them for 5 years? You would be scared if you saw 5 years later and they were the exact same size. Like, wow, you still 5 years old size. Why ain't you grow nothing? Goodness gracious, they not feeding you nothing, man. I feel it. I'm getting crusty. All right, Jay Black, how was your night, man?
Morning, Nikki.
What up,
White
Nikki?
chocolate, Afro Queen. I see you. Night was good. Yesterday was Wednesday, the day before Thursday. Average day. Got to watch a little TV after work. I do a lot of DVR stuff and didn't get caught up. So I watched The Masked Singer. I haven't watched it all season, but I watched the finale last night, and then I watched a little Teen Mom. And watching Teen Mom, I know I shouldn't be watching Teen Mom. I know what you're gonna say.
I'm not even gonna say nothing.
This dude ain't read a book.
Yeah, I just come to realize females don't know what they want, but I don't know. Somebody asks for space. The dude give them space, and then she still breaks up with him for giving her space. Like I gave you what you wanted. And I don't know, he gave up his career to date her because he was a producer on the show. So in order to date her, you can't be a producer. So he lost his job. It's just a weird thing to go through all that for somebody. And then they ask for space. You give it to them and then they want to break up with you because you gave it to them.
Well, that was just a trick. She wanted to get rid of him anyway. That was just the inevitable. I'm gonna set you up properly. Like first of all, if you tell me you need space, well, go ahead, get it. I'm gonna give you all the space you need, and I'm gonna find a space to lay my penis in. Like I'm
20-second clip. Watch this.
I still don't expect people to understand my mental state, so I can understand why he gave me space when I asked for it. But at the same time, it's kind of like a quick text, like, "Hey, I'm still here if you need me," or a phone call.
What in the needy / attention seeking?
I was confused.
Just manipulative. Your chin needs to give your neck space. That's what your neck and chin need space. They need space.
No, she's a cute girl, but no.
She's Chub Rock over there. Stop it. Treat him right.
And maybe because the dude was older and he looked like Wayne Brady. That's why maybe that's why she looked good with him.
The whole entire.
Yeah, they was both. They was Chubb 1 and Chubb 2.
But he gave up his career for her. I was.
Look, I don't feel sorry for dudes who do dumb stuff like that. You a dummy. You a stupid dummy. You let that girl just because she got a cute face. You gotta be kidding me.
Brianna De Jesus.
You gotta
she
be
had a
kidding
BBL and everything.
I want a space, but then when I want a space, I just wanted a little text message.
I wanted him to call me.
I wanted him to say I'm still here.
And me and Lady Q agreed. So I couldn't even debate with Lady Q about it. I thought she was going to be like, well, no, you're supposed to still. She's like, no, you asked for space. I gave you what you asked for. Like,
right.
And then if he would have texted, she'd be like, oh, he ain't respecting my boundaries. It would go to boundaries, man. So it's like, damn if you do, damn if you don't.
I would have sent her text messages showing her I was giving her more space every day. I'd have been giving her more space. Yeah, he's the one. Yeah, he's a creepy Wayne Brady.
He's a creepy Wayne Brady.
Yeah, he'll put it in. He's a Wayne Brady that'll put it in your bud right there.
I still cannot.
Oh God! But that was my that was my Wednesday. That was my Wednesday.
Man, give me space. I want space. Oh, you got space.
That's weird.
You ain't got no space in that T-shirt, but you got. I'm gonna give you space. I'm gonna give you space.
You're foul.
I'm gonna give you tons of space, girl. Shoot.
Oh, goodness gracious.
My God, that's just dumb. I can't feel sorry for guys because he looks like he's older than her, but I don't know.
Yeah, he is. He's older.
Certainly.
But you just never know. Some people once they gray early and stuff like that.
I'm looking at other things here. So, he has to be at least in his 40s.
So he's little
mid late.
So he caught himself a young girl and got twisted all up. She must have twisted him all up and got him all super open or whatever. But then when somebody gives you the space, don't, I mean, listen, once we start doing that nonsense, I need space, the relationship is falling. I don't care with nobody. That's the thing. That's that little, I'm so mature. We're such a mature couple. And you do the little therapy. I need space. Oh no, what you need is me not to be with you no more. That's what you need. That's what you need. Hit me with the space thing. And I'm not even talking tough. I've been in this situation. Oh, I need space. Okay, well,
Oh, he's 42 and she was 28.
Yeah, I know he has to be at least in his 40s because
he got twisted up with the cardio. That's all. He got twisted up with the cardio. But to his defense, when he was asked for space, he must have had cardio laying somewhere else. He must have had a treadmill somewhere else or elliptical because he went and gave her the effing space. Y'all, man, listen. I'm not just gonna say women, but for the show, it's better if I just say women. I don't understand people because I don't understand him. I don't understand him risking his job for whatchamacallit, for Jenny Craig. I don't understand him.
No, she's not like that. She actually has a really nice body, to be honest.
Well, then show me a picture of a nice body. Prove it.
Jay Black, are you saying that because she light skinned?
No, she's not even light skinned. She's Puerto Rican. She de Jesus.
Well, that is light skinned. I mean, it's still.
What's wrong with you?
Who was the girl?
No, it was a Teen Mom clip. A girl asked for space, and the dude gave her space, and she got upset that he gave her too much space. She wanted him still to keep checking in and all. That's why I said females are just confusing.
So what Wayne Brady got to do with it?
He looks like a creepy Wayne Brady. He's the creepy Wayne Brady.
That was her dude. He's older.
Oh, that's not Wayne Brady.
That's not.
Okay. That's not Wayne Brady.
No, that's the Wayne Brady that
Yeah, because when you was like he's in his 40s, I'm like, ain't Wayne Brady older than that? But okay.
Yeah, Wayne Brady looks great. That's what I'm saying. Like Mo was like, I can see certain things. Certain people just don't age the way they should. If you don't keep it up, pause. If you don't keep your physical fitness up, whoa, what are you talking about, Mike? Slow down, dog. Where's the flag? Look, I'm throwing flags on myself.
Bad genes. Your genes could,
No, but you got to keep yourself, and that's why he's so turned out by a 28-year-old, because a 20-year-old. First of all, if I'm 42 years old, the show that I never want my face to ever show up on is Teen Mom. I don't ever want my face to show up on Teen Mom for any reason. So Mo, how was your night?
I worked. I nursed a sick kid.
She was a mama.
I was being mom yesterday. Yes. But I worked for the most part. And I fell asleep with the laptop on my lap, on the sofa.
Laptop on my lap.
Not a good look.
Hard working woman. Go ahead.
Trying not to get sick.
Trying not to get because you should have that mask on.
I am trying not to get sick.
Real talk. When my kids got sick, and I realized when I got exposed to wearing that mask, I was wearing that mask because I'm no good sick. They ain't no. Yeah. I'm not on this show if I'm sick. Oh no.
Yes.
Just black my thing out.
Kids like to lay on you when they're sick. I don't feel good. And so you can push them off and act like they got the plague. You got to coddle a little bit. So I think you're right, Mike. I think I need to put the mask on.
Put the mask on. Tell them to toughen up. You got to toughen up. Come on.
I'm starting to get a little congested and a little, my throat is a little, sore.
Yeah, I'd be hard on a boy. That's why I realized if I had a boy, I'd be hard on a boy. Because if my boy was sick and the mom was in the house and he all, I'm like, boy, take this medicine and go lay down and get off your mom. Like, stop. Take this medicine and go lay down and stop being all up under your mom, getting your mom sick. I would do that. I know I would do that.
As a single mom, you have to provide balance. You have to provide.
I know. It's not your fault.
You know, tough love, and then you gotta coddle a little bit because I don't want him to grow up dysfunctional, feeling like detached from his emotions and.
Yeah, that's why I just said that's why God didn't give me a boy. He already knew. That's why I didn't give you a boy. That's why I had the gay sperm. Every insertion I did, it was coming out. Even the people who claimed the kid was mine and it wasn't mine was a girl. How about that? Even the ones that weren't mine, the ones that falsified the evidence, they were girls.
Michael Shawn, you are not the father.
Dog, if a woman would have lied to me and said the boy was mine, I wouldn't even have taken the DNA test. I'm like, bring him over here. All right, yeah, come here, son. He could have had dreads and been Jay's complexion. I'm like, come here, my boy. Come here. Your pappy's here. Come on, let's throw the football around. Come on.
Oh boy.
Oh, that sounded like a flick laptop on my lap. Oh, a laptop on my lap.
And I still can't find my makeup, so that's a whole nother thing.
That sound like something that would have been on a square on the Pornhub. Laptop on my lap. Good
morning, Queen Bone.
Yeah.
Tashawn, good morning.
And then the first scene, she's naked. She's naked on the laptop. Like she's naked on the laptop.
Where's your bind at?
Hold on, I could actually just give you the whole storyline. The laptop on my lap on Pornhub. Let me give you the first scene. She has a laptop on her lap and she's naked, but she's having computer problems. So she calls somebody to help her with the laptop with the computer problems. Like Shawnee, like somebody would pop in there now, like with the computer problem. And then he works on a computer a little bit and he's doing stuff, but she's still on the bed. And then then all of a sudden he just moves the laptop out the way and it pops into whatever. I'm a director.
And the music comes on.
And the music comes on. Yeah. And then it's on and popping.
What?
I guess I should have went to Shawnee first and asked her about her night quick. About how was your night? Because it was gonna be short. It's gonna be short. Okay, so we wish your young man health, because it sucks when you're a kid, when you're sick, because you can't be your hyper self and you can't be yourself playing your games.
And children who are on the spectrum sometimes have a really difficult time when they get sick because they can't really fully express exactly what's going on. So
that's hard.
So
that's tough records right there.
Yes, it is.
So my night, my day, I went to virtual court.
Oh yeah, that's where we last left off. Mike had court. Yeah, as we had to end the show.
And it took I was supposed to be at 9. They moved it to 11. And then my lawyer, I talked to my lawyer, and my lawyer was like, I gave him some information, some updated information. He was like, wait a minute, you didn't tell me that. And I was like, yeah. He said, why didn't you tell me that? He was like, you and your daughter are living together? Like y'all roommates? And I was like, yeah. For how long? I was like 2 months. He was like, wait a second. Are y'all talking? I said, yeah, I'm helping her with a broadcasting school and everything. I'm gonna have her do commercials and stuff like that. He was like, wait, I gotta talk to the prosecutor. They want to give you 2 years probation. This is gonna change everything. I'll be right back. So I sat there, then he talked to the judge. He said, Judge, on behalf of Mr. So-and-so, we found some new information, enlightening information that I think is going to change the prosecution's mind. So we need to delay this. We need to reschedule to January 11th, if that's okay with you. And the judge was like, well, if you got some new information, sure. Well, have a good day, Mr. So-and-so. Good luck with everything. So we'll wait till January 11th.
Give you 2 years probation.
2 years probation.
So that now, if the prosecutor here, the thing has been great. Has been so that could change his perspective.
Let me tell you something. It's totally obnoxious, but I get it. But you get penalized for repeat offenders in court. You get penalized because they don't believe that even though the person dropped the case, they believe that it's their responsibility to say, well, they dropped the case.
But we ain't.
But
we're not going to drop the case.
Yeah.
We want all that smoke still.
And it's not because y'all care. It's because if you send me to probation for 2 years in anger management, I got to pay for the classes and I got to
Yeah.
pay for probation
Yeah.
every month. That's the
Mhm.
scam. And you can't tell me any different. It's a
Yeah.
big effing scam. And you try and say, well, we do it because maybe the person who dropped it was intimidated or whatever. Well, you know what?
Yeah,
Don't-
victim intimidation.
Don't
Yeah.
try and penalize people who aren't repeat, who this was just a isolated incident.
Yeah.
And you didn't want to hear the whole story anyway, because what you wanted to do is put somebody on them papers. That's what you want to do. So hopefully January 11th.
Maybe they just do a little community service, clean up the park or something.
I shouldn't have to do anything.
Oh, my
Did
bad.
you say community service?
Because that's what they did to me. That's what
I
thought.
shouldn't have
like,
to
oh,
do.
okay.
No, you
No.
punch somebody multiple times in the face.
That's when you need to clean up the park.
That's when you got to clean up some garbage in the park.
Yes.
Oh,
This was
God.
not the
He
case.
said, I
This
ain't
was
do
not the
nothing.
case.
Okay.
So,
good luck.
anyway.
January 11th to be continued.
January 11th.
To be
That was all
continued.
good.
Do you need any character witnesses or like?
Oh,
any-
by the way, y'all, if y'all get phone calls, all three of y'all, okay, if y'all get phone calls for references for my jobs, understand.
Oh.
No, I want to put this out there because I didn't lie.
Okay.
Mo and Jay Black, your relationship with me has been at least 15 years.
Yes.
It's about 15.
Longer than that.
Oh,
What
I
you
know,
talking about?
but I just put 15 years, just, whatever. But we
Two-
work, we are
2000.
co-workers. We are friends and co-workers.
2000, 1999.
We are friends and
2000.
co-workers. So you have to, because we have worked together for years on radio and on this show right now,
Yes.
you have to be very complimentary on my work ethic. You have to be very complimentary on how responsible I am and all that good stuff. Now, Shawnee Scott.
Did you say responsible?
Yes. So just come on. This is all. This is all evidence. Watch your mouth. This is all evidence. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. Now, Shawnee Scott, I've known you for 3 years. We're also friends and co-workers. So, and you got to do the same thing. But you are my supervisor. Understand? I work for Media Room 360, so you're literally my supervisor.
The boss lady. Okay,
Yes.
she's on. Okay,
Got it. So now I'm just letting y'all know if a strange number comes up.
So
Rock
first
out.
of all, we got to answer a random number. Jesus.
Yeah.
Shawnee,
But
did you
hopefully-
get flowers? Did you get flowers on Supervisor Appreciation Day?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
I tell you what she did. Never mind.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I'm just asking.
She got taken to the black party. That's what she You got to see Dougie first.
Oh God.
Wow.
So I just need y'all to be on point with that. Just need y'all to be on point with it. Just do me a favor. Clear your voicemails out. Like, make sure you got room in your voicemail because I know you're not going to answer the phone.
Yeah.
You're not going to answer the
A
phone.
lot. I got to sit down and clear the voicemail.
No. Just clear like 3 of them.
What area code is this coming from?
It's probably going to be 8. Well, one's going to be 856. Then the other one, I don't know because that could be a 18. It could be anything. But I'm
People
just
don't
saying.
call for references no more unless it's like a major security clearance type.
Yeah,
of
just in
job.
case.
Yeah.
Just in
Yeah,
case.
but just in case. All right.
They should come with a bone. That should come with a bonus. No, this shouldn't come with a bonus.
Yeah.
So that was good.
No, he's saying what you gave should come with it. But go ahead.
Oh, geez.
What?
All right.
I
All
don't know.
right. No,
That's
let
what
that.
Tashawn be
Just
saying.
let that go. Let that go before we. No. Okay. So, and that was it. I did that. Everything else was fine yesterday. I just sat and tried to finish up that damn Reasonable Doubt, but the damn lawyer chick just irritates my soul sometimes. But she's really good. But she's like, you're not gonna talk to me. Like, I don't know where these men come from. I don't know who writes these characters with these weak ass men. I don't get it. Like, I don't like how weak they making these characters on these TV
So
on
this
these
is the
shows.
Black Onyx Collective, right? The Onyx
Yeah.
Collective with Kerry Washington,
Yeah.
and a
Yeah.
few other Black women producers.
He's feeling better. I'm answering for Mo because we just talked about Ashley.
You
That's why
just
you got to
talked
get
there.
there
You
on
got to
time.
rewind the show.
Yeah, he's
Rewind
still-
YouTube.
Yeah, I don't like the weakness in her ex-husband or her husband is separated. I don't like the whole how she gonna run things down because no, bitch, no. That's exactly what I said when I was watching it. I was like, I had to pause it. I said, I can't.
But
I
he's also low key controlling as well.
Yeah, he
all
left.
the times,
He
like,
left the house.
is-
and
He
got an
left
Airbnb.
because she had the nerve to be like, oh, you want me not to follow my dream because I'm not giving you enough attention. Let me tell you something. There's a balance to everything in life. There's a balance to everything in life. So don't try and run it down because I wanted your attention. Because because you absorbed yourself in your job. Your kids are actually getting shortchanged too. How about that?
But she didn't tell him to leave. He
No,
left.
she left because she wasn't doing what she needed to do.
So he threw a temper tantrum because he couldn't get her to do what she wanted him to do.
And
that's what happened.
And when you shortchanging the entire family for your career, I'm going to throw a temper tantrum too.
No, you're not. Because
yes,
if that money paying all them bills and for us to live like we living, no, you're not.
No, I am. Yes, I am. Because a temper tantrum was thrown on me, and I was told I wasn't looking out for my family because I was working. And you know what I did?
That's fair. But that doesn't.
Yeah, it ain't fair either
but my
way.
thing is, what I did was, you know what? There's certain things I do have to balance this out. I do have to, because these kids ain't gonna be 9 again. These kids ain't gonna be 10 again. You're never gonna see that age again. You're gonna miss all that time.
That's why I encourage family meetings for
Right,
each individual.
Ashley, you absolutely right.
No,
They'll be coming at my neck because y'all
here on either side. You like
And
the pool in the backyard? Y'all like the pool in the backyard? You want daddy
No.
home,
But how about
mommy
this?
home, you want the pool?
This is why this is all BS with her, because she got time to hang out with her girls. She does have time to do that.
Yeah,
she does
but he
make,
left.
She does make
But
she does.
But they preface that she
time.
doesn't. No, they preface that she hadn't been out with them in a while.
She hasn't been out. Yeah.
And now,
but
hold up,
going out.
But hold up. Now she got time to be banging out dudes. She got time to be banging out 2 dudes and her ex-husband. She got time to be with the ex-con. She got time to be going to dinner with him. She got time to be having him at her house. But she still got the same busy schedule. Don't play with me.
I think that there are different points in the story, because in sitcoms they pack.
I love the way you just moved over it. Everything I said, was everything I said a fact?
I'm going to go back. Well,
can I just get? Did everything I say, is that a fact?
Well, she was only.
Yeah, thank you.
For those who haven't watched it,
at 2 and 3 o'clock
how
in the
many
morning,
episodes?
your kids asleep.
Yeah.
Oh no.
No,
but it's funny. Her busy ass. Hold on. She in this crazy case. This case that has somebody's life on the line. That she has to spend every waking moment doing this case. But she got time for parties with the girls, banging out with dudes.
Ooh.
She got time to be out late and have to wake up early to save somebody's life from going to jail who's innocent.
Well, she made time to go out with her husband
me
too.
with that.
She made time to go out on a date.
She
with
made
him.
time to go out once, and she made time
twice.
She had the Budweiser Superfest. She was on tour with everybody.
I think it also touches on the fact that she doesn't make time for herself, like self-care.
Right.
Like and part of self-care is having social time with your support group, which are the girls. And they made it a point to say, you ain't been out with us in a minute. Like all you do, like you've been working.
Oh my God.
For those who are interested, Reasonable Doubt airs. It's on Hulu. It's on Hulu.
It's on Hulu.
Yeah.
Women would make every excuse, because if that was a dude. But anyway, we'll move on.
Well, he got his issues too. He got his stuff too. Just keep watching.
Yeah, and guys have a bigger pass at being able to hold down a demanding career.
Pass.
Yes, they do.
Yes, you have.
Oh, y'all better talk about. Make sure y'all talk about. Make sure y'all
ain't
don't
let her finish. She ain't even finished the statement.
This is between me and Mo. Go ahead, Mo.
They have a bigger pass at their career. Is it right or wrong on for men or women? No, I don't think anybody should be held to the fire because they have a demanding career and they're providing for their family. Sometimes it's going to be that way. But I think that men get that pass. Oh, he's out here working hard for his family. He got to do what he got to do. But when it's a woman doing it and providing for her family in that way, well, you ain't been home, we ain't had a hot meal, and I don't know how long because you working all hard. Men don't get that. Men don't get that.
How do you know that? I want to know, how do you know that?
I said in the beginning, it's not fair if you do that to a man.
But this is what I'm saying. How do you know that? How do you know men don't get that?
I didn't say that they don't at all. I said men get it. Women get it worse. Women get the pushback all the way.
I love when y'all speak and y'all really think y'all know what men get. This is what kills me about this. This is the past. No. But this is the past. This is the past that y'all get. Y'all get to literally tell us what we get away with.
Well, men do too. Men tell women what they get away with. So,
But
I mean,
I'm trying to tell you,
even playing field.
if he would have smashed the chick out on purpose because she had cameras in the house, and you're the wife, you gonna tell me that's a reasonable response? Instead of saying take these damn cameras out my house, you're gonna literally bang a dude in front of your husband in his house? Please justify that.
Well, we all know that part of the television show was definitely made for TV because somebody would have ended up
this is why
jail and another person in the hospital.
This is why I can't. This is why it's so hard for me to keep watching this show.
But part of that, I felt like that was like a little cat and mouse game that they both were playing with each other. I really do.
And
like
this is
he watched it, and not only did he watch it, he rolled one up and handled his business.
No, I get it.
While he was watching his wife get smashed by somebody else.
But this is why I feel like this is a whole. I feel like, and I don't know this for sure, that they're female writers writing this dude's character. Because in real life, and this is why it's hard for me to watch. Now I'm realizing why it's hard for me to watch the show. Because that's nonsense. You are not banging somebody out in my house, and we not even divorced, and you do it on purpose. You got to be kidding. This is why it's so hard for me to watch the show. Now I realize I just answered my own question. This is why I can't finish the damn show. Because you a weak-ass dude. They got this guy as a weak-ass dude because that relationship is over. I'm not saying I'm going in her mouth because I don't promote that. But it's over. And I may show the video to your son.
What?
All right. So that's reasonable doubt. Hulu.
That's reasonable doubt. Trifling whore.
You can watch
Don't even watch it. Don't even watch it. F. Kerry Washington. Don't even watch it. Now I'm taking my thumbs up away.
No.
I'm gonna I'm gonna watch the Chippendales. Shawnee put me on the Chippendales. I'm gonna watch Flag on the Play. I'm watching the creation of Chippendales. Flag on the Play.
I haven't gotten to watch that yet. Shawnee did recommend that was a good
morning,
watch.
Becky.
All right. I don't know if Jay Black is ready to play the game. I don't know if you're ready to play the game because we have a game. Mo,
I like games.
We're gonna introduce you to this game. So we noticed that, and I think you've noticed it because you're one of them people who picks up on things fast. Shawnee Scott picks up on things fast. The only person who didn't pick up on it was Jay Black. So we were watching. We highlight Woke Up Inspired, the shirts and the merchandise. We highlight it. There's always a shirt in the back. Matter of fact, Jay, you might as well bring the shirt up. Bring it.
That was one from yesterday.
Okay, so this is an example, Mo. This is one from yesterday. I won't be remembered as a woman who kept her mouth shut. Right?
I love it.
So now we have to choose. We believe that Jay Black has a lot to do with these shirts. I think he has a lot to do with what is getting put on these hoodies, these t-shirts, these mugs, and custom everything. So today we're going to put some shirts up and some hoodies up.
Oh, son.
Right?
Oh, do we have them?
I got one.
Jay,
okay.
I thought you, I said, are you ready?
Okay. Yeah. Well,
Can you
today,
just go to the website?
Oh, that might have been easier. But this is the one behind me right now.
All right, that's the one. I'm a whole. Wait. Y'all read that because my prescriptions.
I'm a whole blessing. You don't just bump into people like me.
Okay. So we have to decide in all these t-shirts. We have to decide in all these hoodies. A, were they directed, was the comment on the shirt or hoodie directed at Jay Black? And then Shawnee brought this up. B, was it inspired by Jay Black?
Yes, I love it.
So
today, what was the first one you put up? Put the first one up. Because
that first one, that was the one yesterday, and that one is bam.
Okay. I won't be remembered as a woman who kept her mouth shut.
Yeah, see,
Shawnee,
I ordered my shirts yesterday. I didn't see this one. I got to go back and place another order.
Shawnee, is this A, directed at Jay Black, or B, inspired by Jay Black, or C, all of the above?
All of the above.
All of the above. Okay, C, all of the above. Anybody in the comments, if you want to comment, if you want us to put your A, B, or C, please feel free to put your A, B, and C. Sexy Moe, I won't be remembered as a woman who kept her mouth shut. A, is that directed at J Black? B, inspired by J Black? Or C, all of the above?
I'm gonna go with C. All of the damn above.
I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't think that has anything to do.
Where's
with
Lady Q? We need her to.
Oh yeah, and then we need to have Lady Q. Then we
Of
need to know.
course,
Where's Lady Q?
all of these trips are inspired by you.
Oh, then somebody said C, all of the above.
Where's Lady Q?
Lady Q needs to be the judge. Like she has to be. She has
Lady
to
Q
be.
probably making grits right now. I don't.
She needs to make a shirt to say, "I'm more than just a bacon maker.
I'm more than just bacon." All right. Ashley says C, all of the above.
Oh, silly.
All right. I say everybody saying all of the above.
Yes.
I'm gonna say inspired by J Black because
Okay.
she's in a relationship where she is not gonna be her mouth, she's not gonna be quiet. She's not gonna go quietly. She's not gonna allow certain things to go quietly. So I'm gonna say inspired. I'm gonna say B, inspired by J Black. Which J Black, you should take pride in that because the merchandise is fire. So
Yeah.
you should.
Yeah.
So J Black, do you think if any of those you would pick, which one would you pick? Would you?
I think this one could be a little low key.
Do you want to skip over?
Yeah,
we're not done.
Over.
We're not done. We're not done. We're not done with the first one. We're not done with the first one.
Oh, I thought we was moving on. We gotta talk about. We gotta talk about
done.
LeBron.
We're not done with the first one.
We're
We're not done with the first. We'll come back to it. Go ahead. Go. We'll go back to that one.
I don't believe there is. I think that she's just a boisterous person. She's always speaking her truth and battling people online, and I think that was more about her than me. I personally think that.
All right, that was good. No, that was good. That was good. No, that was excellent. That was excellent. Because if she's always been opinionated,
He's talking about
if she's no, that was honestly. Look, I give credit where credit is due. If honestly, if she's been like that before you met her, she was like that. Then that was just a trait of hers. Okay,
there you go. Bam.
I mean, I still think you inspired it, but I think that's a good response. I think that's excellent. I think. Well, we ain't got no. We
got him. Yeah, we got him.
Give him a little applause. Like, come on, stop hating. What's going on? What is this reasonable doubt? Like, come on.
Oh yeah, Stacey did. I think Stacey did hit her up for one of those.
Yeah, Stacey, you need that hoodie.
Yeah, that's
you
Stacey.
need that hoodie. You need to order that hoodie in every color.
Did you hit it again?
Yeah.
No, I didn't tell you. Oh my.
All right, so instead of that will be the next. Do you want to do the? Oh, we'll do this.
Yeah, we could do this and be done. But I think this one. I don't know what's going on with the.
It was on a loop. It was on a loop.
I think now this one. I believe this could be some low key.
I'm a whole blessing. You don't just bump into people like me.
That's a word.
I feel like
that's
that could
facts,
be a little.
though.
That could be a little subliminal.
But how? Don't you have to bump into somebody to meet them? Like, I mean, you don't just.
Well, you know how J Black casually always says, "Yeah," because I met my wife in a
club,
and I don't like talking about meeting in the club.
So in reality, y'all.
Gorilla talked about that yesterday. You can't meet somebody in the club and he looking for holes but go ahead. That's
not true. That's not true all the time. Sometimes you have intentions on meeting somebody for a certain thing at the club, and then also when you meet the person, you go like, "Damn, I think I like this person." Sometimes. But y'all did bump into each other.
And I think that he blessed you that night. Your blessing came in the club.
Well, actually, okay.
Mo,
we'll start with you, Mo. That right there, was that inspired? Was that directed at J Black? B, inspired by J Black? Or C, all of the above?
I would say B, inspired.
I'm a whole blessing. You just don't bump into people like me. You say inspired. Okay. All right. Shawnee Scott. I'm a whole blessing. You don't just bump into people like me. A, directed at J Black, inspired by J Black, or C, all of the above? Nobody want to get
I'm gonna go with A.
Directed at J. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. I can see it. I can see her being mad at me when she came out with that one. I could. I ain't even gonna front. I could. That one. I see it.
He met me in the club. Shoot.
I absolutely see it.
I'm a whole blessing.
You just don't bump into people like
You
me.
just don't bump
If
into
she get
people.
mad,
Fuck
I
outta
don't.
here.
I don't volunteer to watch. Yeah, that's her word. That's all
Yeah,
right.
you should get it. You should make an adult T-shirt. Bro, you got to be over 21 to buy it. On the bottom, it just says "fuck out of here." That'd be.
But yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that was I don't want to challenge it, but y'all did bump into each other. That's how he met his blessing. Y'all did bump into each other. Like honestly, like God is good. God is great. Thank you for this future date. I think it's. I would say. I say A. I'll go with Shawnee. I say A directed at Jay Black. Yeah, I would say A directed at Jay Black.
I take that one. I definitely take that one. But yeah.
Has she called herself a blessing during an argument? Like, has she ever literally gone as far as to be like, you better cherish this blessing? Because when you call yourself a blessing, you are feeling yourself in that moment, boy.
She reminds me that she has been the most successful individual. I like to be professional here. She has been the most successful individual in my dating life.
Okay.
Oh,
that's good.
She has reminded me.
Yeah, that's good.
That's a blessing.
That's a blessing.
She talked stuff sometimes.
She was like, listen, I know you done dated some
And
dumb
I deny
hoes.
it. And I deny it. And I tell you, hey, if I gotta be out of these streets dating again, I'm sure I'll find me something. No,
Whatever.
Whatever.
It's a lot of single people now.
Find another lady Q. Ain't nothing out here.
Oh God, let me stop before she stop cooking grits and come up here.
Yeah.
There's something out there. It's just hard when you get older. It's harder to find what's out there. But it's just there is something.
But that was a fun game.
But I will say this: the hard part about having a loyal woman who's been through everything with you, like the highs and lows. Like if a woman's been with you when you broke, this is the gift and the curse about that. When the argument comes, she's gonna bring up that she's been with you through everything. Like that's gonna get put. When I was paying for the diner, and I was paying when I had to pay for the mozzarella sticks, I ain't never complained. So don't you sit up here and try and complain about I don't do this and not do that. I've been a soldier, and you don't just bump into a blessing like me. Like I already said,
that's the ending of that's a good ending to every. Let me tell you about yourself, sir.
So you gotta understand. Yeah, you gotta understand that's coming. The other chicks burn up bacon. That's hilarious. Before she came up, and Al Green, your ass, Jay Black. Before she come
with the grits, you gonna throw the hot grits over?
A comment. This is a Q comment brought to you by I Woke Up Inspired. You will never find another me. A chick couldn't take my place if I gave it to her. Fuck out of here.
All right, Lady Q. All right.
Wow. All right.
Yes.
Yes.
Watching.
In the middle of making
all right.
How you follow that comment up with a good morning? Like what like how you follow that comment up with a good morning?
Oh, by the way, good morning.
Oh, by the way, good morning.
That's one of them.
Good morning. All right. All right. So I guess we'll get another shirt later on in the show. See if we find another one.
We do one tomorrow. Something.
No, this is fun. This is character.
We got a lot to get into. Right? Don't you say a lot?
Matter of fact, the hoodie you got on, y'all. Boundaries matter. Respect them. Shawnee, is that A?
Last night.
Is that A directed at Jay Black?
Come on, we got stuff. You can do one today, maybe. I don't know.
Is that B inspired by? Or is that C, all of the above? Tony Scott, which one you got? Which one you got, Tony?
All of the damn above.
I think when she made that, I don't think it has anything to do with Jay Black actually. When she made that one,
you know how they do? When they promote a movie and they want to hype up somebody, they go written, produced, directed, and starring Jay Black. That boundaries matter right there.
Shut up.
That man is the quarterback.
This is the original too. This is her first.
Yeah, that was her first thing. So I guess I'm basing it off of conversations that
she was
I
pissed
had about that at the time, but
she was pissed when she was making that hoodie. She put that thing down like.
All right.
She was weeding because I'm gonna make the small letters. I'm gonna make these small. She was weeding them letters.
First it was just boundaries matter, and then she was like, "No, we need more than this. We need more. That ain't enough." What can I get? No, I just can't put fuck out of here right
now.
now.
Can't go there. It's too soon.
Can't go there. That's too soon. It's the first one.
Too hard.
Too hard right now. We need this to be mainstream. We need this to be mainstream. I got it. Respect them. Oh, I got it right there. All right. So what y'all want to do? You want to start with LeBron being black again? Black again.
Yeah, I saw that on the news. Again. I was like, what happened? What LeBron do? LeBron, he's rocking for the people.
Black again. Black again.
Did he? So what happened?
Well, LeBron, let's be clear. LeBron spoke out, and I agree with everything. Like I listen, man. I've never been as famous as LeBron, so I don't understand, the pressure of every comment that you say, the whole world then has a critique on it. So I don't know what that feels like, but I didn't appreciate him coming out with the Kyrie Irving and doing the whole. He didn't really come at Kyrie, but he was really on some, we shouldn't hurt people, this is wrong, and all Kyrie was saying was, we know where. I don't want to get into the whole Kyrie thing, but then LeBron decided he was going to shut the press conference down, and he was going to come at the white folks in the press conference. So if you don't know, Jerry Jones has a picture 57 years ago with Stephen A. Smith, who won't stop telling us, it was 57 years ago. Why are we holding this against him? It was 57 years ago. No, it was 57 years ago, and he was part of a mob, and that's what it was. It was a mob. It was not a crowd. It was a mob of people trying to stop two young black kids from getting their education. It was a mob. It wasn't a crowd. It was a racist mob. Can we say that, Stephen A. Smith? It was a racist mob who thought they were N-words, who were calling them N-words. And he was part of that crowd. And we took a picture, so we don't actually know, because we don't have video, if he joined in on yelling the N-word. LeBron then wanted to ask the press people, all the reporters, he wanted to ask them this question.
I was thinking when I was on my way over here, I was wondering why I haven't gotten a question from you guys about the Jerry Jones.
Can we turn it up?
When the Kyrie thing was going on, you guys were quick to ask us questions about that. Hold on. And I don't even want you guys to say nothing.
Thank you.
When I watched Kyrie talk and he says, I know who I am, but I want to keep the same energy. We're talking about my people and the things that we've been through. And that Jerry Jones photo is one of those moments that our people, black people, have been through in America. And I feel like as a black man, as a black athlete, as someone with power and a platform, when we do something wrong or something that people don't agree with, it's on every single tabloid, every single news coverage. It's on the bottom ticker. It's asked about every single day. It seems like to me that the whole Jerry Jones situation photo, and I know it was years and years ago and we all make mistakes, I get it. It seemed like it's just been buried under, like, oh, it happened. Okay, we just move on. And I was just kind of disappointed that I haven't received that question from you guys. Appreciate it. One question for you.
Listen, I applaud him for saying it.
I love it. I love it. It's more than valid. It's pulling a you on you moment for the press and holding them mutually accountable for the way they portray us in the media when things go awry or when something's said that they don't like. It's cancel that person right away. But I agree with him in this moment. I really do. And I'm glad that he used his platform to stand up and say something.
And I love the way he shut down the little reporter who wanted to jump in because, I
don't want you to say anything.
Yeah, because, you want to jump in because you're sensitive now because now you're being reported on.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm sitting on reporting on what you do in your job because these reporters don't like to be called out and dissected the way the athletes are dissected and the way people in general are dissected.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all love sitting behind your little laptop and going all the way in, and y'all like sitting behind your little Twitter fingers and being able to say what you want to say and do what you want to do. But then when now the ball's in your court, you had a whole week now to ask these questions, but you didn't want to ask these questions. Because you ain't want that problem if you have to cover the Dallas Cowboys at some point. You You ain't want that problem of Jerry Jones making a phone call to your boss. You ain't want that. And that's why Stephen A. Smith is so sensitive now. He went on his podcast and he's like, you're calling me a sellout? I'm no sellout. Do you know how many scholarships to the HBCUs? Do you know how many things we have given? How much money we have given? And I said, and I put on his page, I said, it's funny how you want to look at the big picture. But when it came to Kyrie, you didn't want to bring up how many millions Kyrie gave to the community. You didn't want to bring up how many scholarships he gave. You ain't want to bring up the money he gave to GoFundMes, multiple GoFundMes, how many funerals he paid for, how much money he sent. You ain't want to bring that up, did you, want Steve Smith? The fact of the matter is you can't hide it on your sellout ass. You want to excuse Jerry Jones because it happened 57 years ago. There is no statute of limitations for racist behaviors. There is no, it's all over after 57 years. Because you did it again and you showed us what you were doing when you told them black players you're not going to kneel on that.
Better not kneel. Better not
play. And it's no coincidence you ain't never had a black head coach. Oh, they can play for you. You can have a black dude play quarterback for you.
But
So
Stephen A's rant was equivalent.
Is that the only
to
team that's
people
never
come
had a
back
black
and
head
say, like, but I got a lot of friends who are black. You know, when people say that, when you call them out and they say, but I got black friends and my neighbor's black.
I donated to the NAACP. I donated $30. I did. I really did.
That's the equivalent. That's what I heard in the back of my mind when he.
So what Stephen A. doesn't get is that you can't. This is not a sports topic now. See, what this is a character topic.
Yes.
And you and everybody on these squares has one thing in common. We pick a team. And then we ride with that team. See, you don't want to pick a team, Stephen A. You want to be friends with Jerry Jones and wear cowboy hats because it brings you ratings. You don't want to pick a team. You don't want to say how disappointed you are that Jerry Jones was in that mob. Now, were most white people racist back then? In Arkansas or wherever that happened at? Yeah. But I need an explanation. Were you racist back then? I want a reporter to ask Jerry Jones, how did you feel about black people when you were 14? What was said about black people in your house when you were 14? Everybody's figuring out Stephen A. Smith now. You can't dodge this, homie. You tried to yell and scream on your podcast, and you know what you did? You made it worse. Because you were so defensive, you made it worse. Because you went in on Kyrie. You went in on Kyrie for everything. The CDC has now admitted that the vaccination does not stop you from catching COVID. They've now, after all this time, have now come out. And you can Google, you can YouTube the whole.
I don't think they ever said it stops you. I think they said.
So in the beginning they said it stopped.
Yeah.
In the beginning they said it stopped.
Okay.
It prevents you from getting COVID. Yes.
So my thing was, why didn't you come back and say, Kyrie? Maybe you were right. Or maybe you had a point. Just that.
Right. It wasn't even that he had a point. He just posted a link. He didn't say nothing. He just
about the COVID and posting the link.
Just even COVID too. When they were riding.
He's going against the grain. He's going against what the masses tell you to do.
But hey, this is history repeating himself. There's always somebody, like people want to, like Jackie Robinson is historical. He the breakthrough in playing baseball in a white major league, it opened up the doors for a lot of people, but it also destroyed the Negro League. But Jackie Robinson was adamantly against Muhammad Ali standing up against the war. And he voiced his opinion, just like Stephen A. Smith, in newspapers across the country. And he literally attacked Muhammad Ali and called him a coward and stuff like that. And you should represent your country. And then 15, 20 years later, we found out Muhammad Ali was absolutely right. And Kyrie Irving would be proven the same.
Well, I don't think there's going to be to that level of degree, though, that Kyrie is going to be known as this national treasure. That I don't see it to that degree.
Well, did you see the 3,000 Israelites that protested and actually marched in front of the Brooklyn Nets arena?
Well,
you may not think it is. You may not think it is, but people are waking up now, and more people there are more people now supporting Kyrie and actually standing by him.
And not as fans either, because some of the Israelites are speaking out and say, I don't even watch basketball.
So because
here because of that.
So now we good with LeBron now because he stood up and said that to the media as we just played. So we okay the fact that he didn't initially rock out for Kyrie. So
he had to say it because he got so much backlash on the whole Kyrie thing. He had to do something.
This is the problem.
He had to. I'm happy that he did it. I don't want to minimize it. I don't want to take away from it in what my, feeling. I'm glad he did it, but he had to do it.
The problem is when your publicist comes to you and says, and you just go by the headlines. And these dudes do go by the headlines. We act like these dudes make comments and research things before they make the comment.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Charles Barkleys of the world did not watch that documentary. So they have no idea what they're talking about. They're going by the headlines that he retweeted an anti-Semitic movie, which is untrue. He retweeted a documentary about what this, and the director has gone on record and said there was nothing anti-Semitic. They said they're lying about what was in this documentary. I'm not paying $11 to watch the documentary. I'm not giving Jeff Bezos a bunch of money. I'm not doing it. But they don't research, so they answer questions that they have to answer. So the politically correct question is like, well, if it's anti-Semitic, I guess that's the wrong thing to do. And LeBron should have known better. But I've never been in his position. I've never had cameras in my face every time I walk out the house. I've never been asked questions every moment of the day once I get to work.
Well, he uses platform. He uses platform for the right thing. And as she's giving him credit, I think a lot of people give him credit. A lot of black folk now going to embrace LeBron. I mean, hey, he's, like you say, one of the richest athletes,
I don't think that they ever stopped embracing him.
No, he got some side eyes.
Side eyes is one thing, but it's not like we can't.
It's like, Brian is us. What are we doing? Rock with Kyrie. And now he's rocking with the black folk. So
God bless him. I appreciate what he did. I appreciate what he said. And I'm sure Stephen A. Smith will turn it into himself and he'll say, well, we addressed it here on ESPN. We addressed it. I don't know. He wasn't talking about you. He was talking about the reporters that follow him every day, that come to the practice every day, that come to after the games every day, that come to pregame every day. Every single day, and every single day they were asking about Kyrie. But watch, mark my words, Stephen A. Smith will turn this into him. Well, over here, where I'm at, over here, we addressed it because
I can see him doing that. I can see that.
I already know your game
today. Yeah,
you're an old, corny dude. Stephen A. Smith is a corny dude. Stephen A. Smith gets away with his act because white people think it's the black thing, and it's not. Don't no dudes think Stephen A. is a cool dude. He's not. He's a cornball. He's a cornball who yells and screams and is inconsistent with how he actually dissects stories. And he went at Kyrie because this is what he doesn't want people to know. His ratings were failing after Max Kellerman left. And the highest ratings he had was the day he went in on Kyrie Irving. That's why you kept it going.
Oh, wow. Stephen A. making $12 million a year. So yeah, he's going to shuck and jive. He's going to do what he got to do to keep that bread. Damn. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he gonna suck a job.
He's definitely gonna lick Massa's boots for that kind of money.
And you know what? Mike doing the Stephen A. voices here.
Yes, that's what I said. His voice on point, right?
But listen, I'm not saying he shouldn't play the game. I'm just saying you don't have to fully sell your soul for this. You can literally just keep it.
Point of no return on that one, no. Mike.
You can literally keep it on. Listen, people have their views and opinions. I thoroughly disagree with them. You don't have to come at their character. Like literally, this dude will come at people's character. And watch it, Stephen A. Smith, because when you come at people's character that much, eventually something's gonna come out your closet. I promise you. I don't know when it's gonna happen, but when it comes out that closet, woo. Whoa, how people gonna jump on that? Well, Stephen A. Smith cornball for putting 4 teams over Philadelphia Eagles in the owner rating.
He had the Eagles ranked 5th out of the top 5 teams.
Now, if I'm an Eagle fan, I understand your real quick sports. If I'm an Eagle fan, I understand why you have a problem with that. I agreed with him.
He put the Cowboys. He had some Miami Dolphins over the Eagles. Yeah. It was an interesting top 5 he had.
I mean, I don't agree. I think the Cowboys are dangerous. And I think San Francisco, nobody wants to play the San Francisco 49ers. Nobody wants to play them. They have gone 3 games without letting a team score in the second half. But that's a different time for different topic for different. All right, so that's LeBron. That's LeBron. All right, so Mo, you ready? We might as well hit allegedly. Are you ready?
It is.
Uh-oh.
Sure.
You good?
Yeah, I'm looking at the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she usually has a lead at 7:15.
No,
I know she's staying.
No. I am. I
She
thought
was
we
thinking
had.
that
I thought we had something scheduled for 15 after the hour.
And, well, they're not here though. He's not.
Oh
here.
yeah, that's
so here we go.
Let's get this mother crawl.
Yo, what's up?
Baby, let's go.
Allegedly, with Sexy Moe, powered by Media Room 360 TV.
Okay.
Well, Michael, Shawn, we've been talking about Kim K and the whole Balenciaga debauchery. She has been walking this back, like in fast forward reverse mode on a VCR. Yes. She is now trying to massage this situation even more by saying, that she's even declined a new offer from Balenciaga prior to even coming out on social media and talking out against what they've done with their campaign. And Balenciaga is kind of massaging it as well, trying to say, well, it's the marketing agency that we hired. It's their fault. So now we're in this big tug of war of everybody's pointing the finger at everybody else, trying to escape out of this with with clean hands. And I just don't see it happening. Happening. Anytime you have child pornography, anything involving children in it, is not going away.
Let me tell you about Balenciaga trying to blame the marketing company now. If that same marketing company had a man, the complexion of Jay Black, had a man his complexion, and had a white woman bent over on a photo shoot, a crispy white woman bent over, y'all would have been like, what the hell is this? Y'all would have checked that. Remember, whoa. When he was dominating her, that whole boardroom would have been like, whoa. What is the, and the person like, this is art. This is art. It's just and gave him a whole, y'all would have checked that. But when a kid is dressed up in that type of outfit and y'all got the porn constitution,
BDSM.
BS, like y'all stop. And now, Kim, this is the dangerous thing. White people, I'll give y'all credit because when y'all start a movement, y'all know how to go hard with this.
Mm-hmm.
I got the guy on TikTok who said hashtag cancel Kim, and then started bringing up all the pictures where Kim had her daughter dressed up in some suspect outfits.
But when you first looked at that, be honest, you didn't think anything. And you probably still, like, when you're looking at the ad campaign, are you really looking at that saying they're exploiting kids and its sexual nature when you first look at this?
If you know anything about BDSM, then you know all of those particular things are used and are symbolic in BDSM. Everything that you use in BDSM has a purpose.
All right, break down BDSM for those who don't know.
Just quick. Just I mean,
what does the letters mean?
So a form of sexual bondage.
You getting your ass whipped.
I don't want to go all deep into it because there's multi-layers in that community. I don't want to offend no one. But so everything that you use in that community has a meaning, a purpose, a definement to it. So yes, they knew that it was more than just something to wear.
But even with that, like if you put the picture back up there, like with programming, we program people. So if I buy my kids this bear and I don't know what's going on, it's just a bear, I think it's cute. Now it's normal for my daughter or whoever to get a chain and wear around their neck like that, and they don't know what they're doing. So the people that put it out there, they know how they program it and how they're trying. They understand what they're doing.
And normally that chain around your neck, you may see people, you may see a submissive, what they consider a submissive. You see them wear that even outside of the bedroom or outside of the sex room or what have you. That is a sign that lets the community know that, that's a submissive. So you have to be very careful about how you market things to people, especially using children. Because there are sick pedophiles out here who will take advantage of that and take it and run with it. So yeah, I think that there's no way around this, because after the marketing agency put together this campaign, if that's the way you're gonna play it, you
They're
still
gonna
had to
stall them
okay
out.
it. Somebody still had to sign off on this. So
Kim will stall this out. She's not leaving that money. She's gonna stall it out before you know it'll be New Year's.
She can stall it out, but I'm telling you, when white folks get involved in this and the TikTok, and it doesn't go away. That's the gift and the curse of social media.
Yeah, she got one white woman, man, one white anchor. I had a video, but I can't play it because I'm on a different computer. But she basically called, well, the lady said, Kim is disgusting. She's a disgusting billionaire.
Yeah.
And she hasn't
Because she
stopped
won't
it.
stop her business with them for that campaign ad.
Yeah, you got kids.
Yeah, you got 4 kids, but you had your daughter in the mask with the little thing coming out the head. Kim had it on. It's like, what you doing?
She didn't see it. I'm obviously, if Kim thought it was something offensive, she wouldn't have did it. She probably wasn't even looking at it from
But
that
it doesn't
perspective.
matter. It doesn't matter.
So I got to stop my money because my intentions was
So
not that.
you gonna put your child in? You gonna
No, but
you
if-
gonna put your daughter on the
People
street?
may disagree with how you let your child wear her clothes or how you allow
but
Mo,
those
what you
clothes
put
are
Gabe
not-
in.
those
People can
clothes
say,
are
I don't preach the pants is too tight. Why are they wearing
Look,
this?
if I'm part,
those are symbolic to a sexual community, into a specific sexual deviance in a certain sexual experience in that community. So when you do that and you place a child in that, I'm sorry, Jay Black. That
Does
that goes
intent play any
beyond.
part? If my intent wasn't,
But
it's just
it
weird to give up all
doesn't
for her to
matter
give
how
up all her
you say it.
money and she wasn't. I don't know.
ignorance isn't an excuse. Once you are told what it was, if you didn't know and your intent, let's just say hypothetically she didn't know. Well, now you know. What you gonna do? You're a billionaire. You don't need the bread, but you're not gonna turn it down because you're a bunch of devils and evil people. The Kardashian clan is an evil clan because that mama is sitting back there going, we gonna ride this out.
Wait
We're
it
gonna
out
ride this out.
until wait it out until this passes. We don't want to prematurely lose out on money that this can potentially blow over. We want I could see that. I could definitely see that business side of her saying that. But this is not going away. It has to do with children. This is much different than when Gucci was put out there in the forefront of stealing stuff from our culture and from
I
Black
agree with you,
culture.
Afro Queen.
We boycotted for a short period of time, and everyone was against Gucci, and they were able to come back and revive themselves. This is much different. This is dealing with children. This is dealing with pornography. I don't see this going away.
So this is a sick family when you realize that Kim's mom allegedly arranged a sex tape with Ray J.
Right. And
It's
picked out the best scenes with painted her.
I'm just putting myself in her shoes. If I didn't, my intent wasn't to do that, and I'm like, well, hold on, let me take a pause. Everybody pause, take a step back. Let's figure all this out. And,
okay, well,
and I don't know if I'm going. I don't know how I will
okay.
move after that.
You've had
I know my intent was pure, and it wasn't to.
Okay, so your intent was pure, and you work with a company. Now you got $80 million in your account. You ain't even got a bill. You got $80 million in your account, and your son, you didn't know, and they put your son in photo shoots, and you come to find out that same company that was taking pictures of your son had been molesting kids or doing stuff to help promote molesting young boys. You ain't gonna take but a minute to be like, we done.
Okay. I mean, in that narrative, I now
well,
that
that's
puts
the
it
narrative.
If that's the if that's the true essence of it, I can see me walking in.
I'm leading the campaign against you. My contract is done. This is a whole national. This is an epidemic that is sitting right in front of our faces. Dog, presidents went to Jeffrey Epstein's island.
So why isn't Kim offended by that? The fact that they.
You tell me.
Well, she's saying this. She feels
Allegedly.
that anything that deals with child pornography is basically disgusting. And I mean, she spoke out on it finally, but she said that she wanted to for herself. she waited to speak out in public because she wanted to talk to the staff to find out where their mindset was when they put this campaign out and when they derived this campaign. This is not something that happens overnight. If you know anything about marketing, this is not something where they just said, here, this is a great idea. Let's put the pictures out tomorrow. This is a whole campaign where you go through series and series of meetings, series of honing in on certain aspects of photos. So I can't give them any type of excuse of saying, well, we didn't see that or we didn't know that.
And Kim knew all this. If Kim knows one thing, she knows that sexual situation that goes on. She knows what them clothes meant. She knew that off the door. If she know anything, she know that.
The body harness.
Yeah, real quick sidebar. We have something scrolling. Is Shawnee, did you put that up for me? Gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700 now.
No, that's me up there.
Is that for J Black?
Wait.
No.
Who put that up? Are you trying to do an intervention with me?
No.
I told you, boo. I told you I stopped gambling. Then I tell you,
No, I don't know how they came.
What the hell? I was like, wait. I mean, I thought we got a new advertising partner.
No.
I said the next one's gonna be like, if you think you have a drinking problem, call 1-800.
Don't
424, put it down. 1-800-424, put it down. No, I'm not offended. I know you probably just looking out for me.
No, I didn't put that up there. I didn't put it up there.
You can't tell Shawnee nothing. One time, Shawnee, I was watching the game, and Shawnee was like, low key. Shawnee said, sidebar. This is no segue. Shawnee was like, you gambled on the game. I was like, just $5.
Who's asking?
Who's asking?
Depends on who's asking.
Yeah, so this Kim Kardashian thing is it's not gonna go away. And I'm glad because the people that are scared as a pedophile community, because people are now blatantly spazzing out, which we should.
Can't say spaz no more.
Oh, sorry. We are intensifying our
emotional response.
Emotional stress or response. Sorry about that. So I see it. This is something that every race of people can gather together.
Yes.
See, race doesn't divide this because we all a Klan member loves his or her kids.
Mm-hmm.
A Muslim loves his or her kids. A Christian loves his or her kids. An atheist loves their kids. For the majority. I mean, there's always a minority of people who are vicious to their kids who, like, I get it. So before somebody says not everybody loves their kids. Not everybody. Some people hate their kids. Okay, all right. There's always somebody on the sidelines like that. But this is not gonna go away, and I can't wait to see how it responds. And I can't wait till people understand what a fraud Kim Kardashian is. And I hate being that person because I used to try and defend her. But yeah, you're a fraud. You're a fraud, and you're trying to destroy Kanye and the Kardashian family. And I believe they're trying to destroy Kanye. Anything else, Mo? Before I get into a story.
Speaking of kids, allegedly, Dwayne Wade is back in the news, and back in court. He is in court right now. He's firing off at his ex-wife, who basically has said that Dwayne Wade is trying to capitalize off of Zaya's gender and name change. And so here is the thing, Zaya is 15 years old, has been identifying as a girl, as she, her is the pronoun, and so
let me write that down.
Now wanting to legally go to court, been identifying since 2020. Now wants to go to court to legally change her name and legally start the process for a gender change. So of course, Dwayne and Gabrielle Union, they've been in constant support out in front of the media. They've been in support of everything that Zaya wanted to do in regards to this change. But the mother, the biological mother, is in court fighting it and trying to make Zaya wait until she's 18
to make that decision.
To be able to make these decisions. And she filed something in court. And so again, Dwayne Wade is like, okay, I'm going to fire back against you because this is at best libel. You're out here destroying my name, trying to say these things about me. So
Oh,
of
Don
course,
Page.
Wade says, hey, I want to make sure that that Zaya is able to take on the milestones of young adulthood with confidence and joy. So if
Look,
this is what she identifies with, and this is what she is adamant on doing, and she's been consistent since 2020, we're going into 2023, then they're willing to allow her to make these decisions in a safe space.
I don't care at this point. Changing the name isn't a big deal to me at this point.
Mhm.
I mean, you might as well. So when they do class attendance, they don't call her by
Yeah.
her government.
I'm born in.
What I have a problem with is the sex change. If I made my daughter wait till she was 18 to get a tattoo, I think it should be a rule that you have to wait till 18 and adult to make that bigger decision. I'm not saying I'm against it. I'm not saying I'm for it. I'm just saying 15-year-olds should not be able to make this type of permanent decision till they're at least old enough to go to the military. Like you have to be old enough to drive. You have to be old enough to drive. You have to be old. Like that's all I'm saying. The physical part, the change, I think they should wait till they're 18. That's all. Zaya wants to change her gender and name on
It can't happen
paperwork
until she's 18.
at this time. Any gender changing surgeries cannot happen till 18.
Not
Thank
until
you.
she's 18.
That's all I'm
and
saying.
it's not even just 18. They also have to go through extensive psychological testing before they make those decisions. And that's even with adults. Doctors make them go, they go through counseling. There's things that have to happen before you just automatically get to go in and go up under the knife.
I just don't want. Go ahead. Sorry.
You know, I think with any parent, I think that every parent has their hopes and dreams for their child, their own set of dreams, their own set of, things that they think that their child is going to develop into and have in their future. But it just appears that
Because she changed her mind, because Zaya changed her mind, and that's why they wanted to make sure she's comfortable.
I think that even when she turns 18, or even 19, she may have the surgery and decide at 19, 20 years old,
you know
what, I don't think that this was for me. This is not who I identify anymore. And might decide to see if she can have a reverse. But I think at the end of the day, the legal change on paper.
For her legal protection to exist as she
identifies. And so that's the bigger part of this, is the fact that she wants to go to court for people to be able to recognize her in the sense of what she identifies with.
Okay. Don Page says, as the father of a gay son, I have to agree with the mom. She needs to wait till she's 18. It's just 3 years away. Listen, I mean, there's laws now that you got to wait till you're 18. I just think that's.
So let's not. So we're actually mixing gender identification with your sexual orientation. Those are two different things. So what she is trying to garnish is who she identifies as, and at this moment, that's why she's so adamant about going to court and getting her name changed.
We kind of understand.
Totally different from sexual orientation.
Yeah, we kind of understand who you identify with. I mean, the name change. I mean, we're calling you the name. We're already calling you the name. If you want to do it, God bless. I don't have a big deal about the name.
Legally, but you have to remember legally on
but
documentation when she goes on trips, or things like that. What does she have to check off? She has to check off that she's a male.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
So I think that it's important to her value system of who she is, especially during this crucial time. If she's showing that it's not a phase, if she's showing that she's consistent on, this is who I identify with, I think that it definitely needs to be looked at as such. At 15 years old, yes.
We get it.
We get it. No.
But do we really?
We get it. She wants to be known as that all the way around in life. She wants her driver's license to say it. She wants her library card to say it. She wants to be able to be addressed by it at the airport. She wants the cops to have, if they pull her over, when they read her license, they say her name and all good.
I mean, so it says, Tashambi says, I think the mentality or decision D Wade is making is dead wrong. So let's look at it like this.
We don't have enough time to look at it like that. We got action coming up, but go ahead.
When you get married, you change your name, right? When you get married, you change your name.
Right.
When you get a divorce, you change it back. It's a name change. So I think that if she's consistent and there's nothing wrong, no harm, no foul.
Gender is a name change? Oh, okay.
I would have a daughter from a
Changing her
son
name to
before I would lose
identify.
a son to suicide. Yes, I get it. You should be able to do. Yeah. I just, but you just remember, just remember. I don't want y'all to push this thing where we're gender. There is no gender because a lot of people, and I'm not saying that young
Well, there
woman.
is a category for that. Yeah.
Well, I'm not doing the. There's no gender. There is a gender. There are genders. Y'all want to fight with what is actual facts. There are genders. Even if you're switching a gender, you're admitting they're genders. If you want to switch to another gender, then you're saying genders exist. There are a lot of people, not D Wade's daughter. There are a lot of people who want this to be a gender free. There are no genders. There are people out here who want to promote that you should not decide if you're heterosexual or gay till you're 7. You should wait. You should be 0. You should be nothing until you're 7 years old. That's when you should be able to decide. That's where I don't want to go with this. It's for those who don't know. Thank you, Mo. Thank you for.
That's interesting, though. Well, yeah. All right.
So if you're over 40 years old, you're never gonna fully get it. It's just all you can do is show compassion and empathy and be like, hey,
Empathy.
it's your life. You should be allowed to do what you got to do. Jack, she says she looks beautiful. God bless. Yes. Knock it out the box.
Tashambi ain't trying to hear it though, but all right.
He is not a she. He is a he. Tashambi ain't trying to hear it. I'm sure Tashambi is older, and I get it. Hey, everybody has their view and opinion. That's another thing. If you have a view and opinion about it, hey.
I wonder what Action thinks. I wonder what Action. No.
Well, today, for those who don't know, is AIDS Day.
World AIDS Day.
World AIDS Day.
Get your views and opinions.
I have on my red.
And a lot of people,
I have on my age.
Say no.
I have opinions on World AIDS Day, but I'm gonna just World AIDS Day. People are celebrating it. A lot of people
celebrating.
People are acknowledging it.
They have programs. Yeah, they have programs.
There are a lot of people. Let's just say there are a lot of companies making money off this World AIDS Day. That's all I'm saying. And for a person who sat and watched 2 people die from AIDS back to back, kind of gets me a little annoyed. But my man who has done work for making money for AIDS research, which is amazing. He does a bike ride every year, which is a tremendous bike ride, which is awesome. And these are the people that I don't have a problem with, because these are people trying to raise money and trying to keep awareness with AIDS. Because a lot of people right now think just because you see these commercials that say you can live with AIDS, well, okay, well, then all I got to do is take a pill. So I'll just raw dog it. I'll just go. My man Action is here to explain World AIDS Day and explain his situation or what he does. Action, are you in the building? Opinion on AIDS? What up, Action?
Yeah, this is gonna be an easy segment because all you gotta do is take a pill, raw dog it.
Yes. Unfortunately, they are ignorant
I'm
people.
done.
Unfortunately, Action, they are people who have never actually watched what AIDS does to a person and have never watched somebody decline in their physical and mental capabilities and watch them die in front of you. So people are like, well, you know what? They got a pill now. So, hey, what's the big deal?
Yeah, I wish it was that simple and that easy. Hey, good morning, T. Good morning. Hey, it's not. And again, today is really about just the acknowledgement, just the world coming together still as a global unit to acknowledge this disease that has ravaged the planet for decades. And it's been around for years, but we just want to come together again and just say, like, hey, it's still here. It's still a problem. People are still dying from it, and we still need to acknowledge that and still need to pursue and still look for a cure. I mean, they've come really close. I mean, that's why you see all these commercials where they have all these new drugs where people can live like magic now, and do their thing. And because magic is a perfect example of that, but magic was just ahead of the curve. I mean, because money is power. We all know that, right? So
exactly.
Magic had the money to get to the level where we're at right now, just a lot faster, because he just had those means. But it's kind of like the world, as far as drugs are concerned, has caught up. That's all.
Yeah.
But
Go ahead. Go. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Actually,
no, go right ahead. It's your show.
No. But you're our guest, and unlike me, you're doing something very important. Unlike me, you're doing very important.
No, you know what? This is just to me, people and Shawnee, and I'm just so glad because Shawnee has ever since day one has jumped on the ball on this whole journey that I've been on since back in the 90s. But I mean, I just appreciate her because she just got behind me in my efforts and what I was doing as far as like the ride and everything else is concerned, and just been just totally dope fire with just helping out and getting me the funding and just the support that I need here. And she's just amazing. But I mean, for me, it's not a big deal. I mean, it's like it's just something I do, not only for just the physical part of it, because for me it started out as a physical challenge. I mean, because it's like 7 days, 545 miles on a bike, San Francisco to Los Angeles, and I was like,
to drive 500.
Yeah, and it's on a bicycle.
It's on a bicycle.
Bicycle.
Yeah, and so it was just it started out as just being a physical challenge to just just do something. And so it turned into something a whole lot bigger than that. And again, once I got involved in it, you find out exactly how many African Americans are dying from this disease still. How many people are affected by this disease still?
So why we don't hear about it? Like back, I'm probably saying this wrong, but it felt like it ain't the same. Like back in the day, it used to be like a big thing about AIDS. Why I don't hear consistently about it being like the leading this and why
it's the same. It's the same thing like with COVID. You know, like when the pandemic first started, that's all you heard about. And now that we're 2 years in, there's still people that are dying, still people getting infected by COVID. You just don't hear about it because it's not a part of the media narrative right now. And then they try to keep it low key because then they don't want to panic the public and let you know that this disease is still rampant out here and running around killing thousands of people every year. But it's just like, it's just one of those things that just America just moves on, out of sight, out of mind. You don't care about it if you don't hear about it. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's just one of those things, but you just got to keep it moving. And that's why it's important as far as the ride is concerned that I still try to be a voice for that. And I will always be a voice for that. And especially in the African-American community because again, it affects us because you have to remember the reproductive system is the key for any race, any society. And if you start getting infected, like you get infected, then you cut down your whole aspect of reproduction, your whole aspect of reproducing your culture and everything else. So again, you have to be careful out here. And, you can't just raw dog it if you want to, because the pill is not going to help you out in the long run. But
exactly. And I just want to read the comments. Billy J. Edwards Jr., the publicity of AIDS has been taken over by the publicity of HIV. We don't see the last stages anymore on TV. No, we don't see those tragic stages anymore. And Ashley had a comment also. Ashley said, R.I.P. cousin June. I remember the early 80s. Yeah, I remember him quite vividly. Going to visit him in Cooper Hospital. I didn't understand then, but realized what that was all about as I got older. Shake my head. A horrible scene back in the day. And Jay, and I'm just going to give my opinion on why the publicity has changed to now. Because the way to make money back in the day was to actually tell people how we can keep you alive. And it was selling this AZT. Because I remember going with my uncle. We would go get this damn medicine that actually we found out made him sicker. But we didn't know. So it made him sicker. And we found out later that the pill was funded that was approved by the FDA, and companies were making millions and millions of dollars off feeding something that they knew was weakening their immune system instead of building their immune system. And there was a drug that was helping people, but they wouldn't confirm it. They wouldn't approve it because companies had the monopoly on it. And the U.S. government was the most trifling efforts ever, because as long as it was a gay disease, they weren't going to do anything about it.
Yeah.
But once it touched Rock Hudson, one of their actors, and they found out he was gay, they were like, well, maybe we should, it's affecting and all. Like the ignorance of blaming a sexual act that could cause AIDS, to blame it on the gay community, to act as if heterosexuals weren't engaging in the same sexual act, was so effing ignorant. And so many people died simply because they made money. So now they decided, we're going to make money off of that. Hey, we got it now. We got the pill now. And now we're making money off of that. And they don't want to show you what goes on, what happens when that AIDS fully is in your body, and what really, it's tragic. It's literally tragic. Yeah. Like my uncle was a heroin addict, and in the middle of when he was full-blown AIDS, we just let him do heroin because he was going to die.
Yeah, did he get it from sexual contact or probably the needles?
Yeah, I had one uncle, my uncle who was the closest person in my life, got it from sharing needles. Yeah. And my other uncle got it from unprotected sex. Like we had, we ran the spectrum. Yeah.
I mean, again, it's, you know, what's going to happen is going to happen with the AIDS in the situation, because of the simple fact that we all know with any disease, when it comes to any type of new type of disease, even when it came to COVID, the money is not in the cure. It's in the disease. It's in the disease. You know, pharmaceutical companies can't make money off of a cure. And, you know, like my dad used to always say, how could the scientists make a rocket that can go to the moon, but they can't figure out how to make a decent car? And it's like, you know,
they need us to buy a new car.
Yeah. They need us to buy a new car. So again, they don't. The money is never in the cure. It's or in the disease rather. So now, again, it's just one of those things.
I want to ask you this, Action. You started it off as a physical fitness thing.
Yeah.
So when did you become? Were you educated about AIDS, or was this something that led you into learning more about it? Like, how did you become so passionate about this? Like, it turned into not being just riding and being physically fit. How did you turn? Because you're actually sacrificing a lot of time in your life to do this.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot. People don't realize it is a lot, because my wife and I go through this every single year where we have to. I mean, none of the money comes to me that we raise. Like, we have to pay for our own plane tickets. I've been doing this so long. We're at a stage right now where we don't really stay in the tent city anymore. So we what we call princess, and that is like, again, the ride is a 7-day bike ride. So every day there's a certain amount of mileage that you have to do. Like the first day is like 86 miles, and then at the end of that day, it's like a mobile city that follows you. So they have a bunch of 18-wheelers, and then they set up campsite. It's almost like a circus. They set up big tents where you can eat, where they have an eating tent where you can eat as much as you want. They have like a mobile showers where you can shower in the 18-wheeler. They have a store where you can buy stuff if you need anything. Wow. I mean, everything is there for you in this encampment. And then they have your tent where you sleep with your tent mate every night, and they set up like a tent city. You have to set up your own kind of like tents. So me and my wife don't do that anymore because we've been doing this for so many years. What we do is we kind of like planning like a vacation. So every night along that route, we usually have a hotel in that city, in the city that we stay in. So we go out and have dinner. We walk around. We explore the town, so to say. Wow. So anyway, so we have to pay for hotels along the whole route that whole time. So we book hotels. Then we have to pay for the flight back, food, the whole 9 yards. So the whole thing,
shipping of your bikes.
Yeah, the shipping of the bikes, all that stuff. So all this
pocket.
Yeah, all this comes
out. No budget for people that want to support. They got a budget.
No. What?
Donate here.
Each rider has to raise a minimum of $3,000, and usually there are riders that exceed that. We have riders that raise like $70, $80, $100,000 every year and stuff like that. So last year, totally for the ride, we raised over $17 million, but with corporate sponsorships, they usually match that. So that 17 million usually doubles up. So I think totally last year they raised something like over 30-something million dollars for the cause. So that was just from the riders. So each year it's like maybe 3, almost close to 4,000 people that do this ride.
So the money you raise, can you use that to pay for your hotel, to pay for all your stuff?
No, all that money goes to charity. All the money,
all piece of it. I'm raising money. I can use a portion of this to go back towards
all that expense falls back on me and my wife. We usually end up.
You're a good guy. Y'all are
we usually end up spending like maybe my wife and I. We usually end up spending ourselves like maybe $5,000 to $6,000 easy, like just on expenses. So, but I mean. Again, it's not about that. For me, it's about the cause. It's about trying to raise the money for this disease, because again, it's more important to have the voice out there and to have the knowledge out there, because again, it's our culture, it's our people that are dying from it. Because again, when I do this ride, which is always disappointing but fun, don't get me wrong, I can count on both hands the amount of African Americans that are there on the ride. Yeah. Out of the almost 4,000 people there, I can count like 1 year.
So why do you think that is? Why black folk? Are you saying black folk don't care too much as white folk?
Well, it's not that they don't care. Well, number one, it's really you have to have a certain type of mindset to say I'm gonna ride a bike seven days.
And you gotta have a bank account too. You gotta have a bank. You gotta have a bank account. You gotta have a bank account too.
It's not for everybody. Everybody's not built for that. But it's like that's one aspect. And then two, it's a part of raising the money and fundraising, because fundraising is hard. I mean, it's hard. It's difficult. It was easier when I was on the radio at first, because I can get on the radio and I can talk about it. And then when I lost my radio job, then I really realized and found out how hard fundraising really is. I mean, having to go to family, friends, and people asking them for money. Can I get $10 here? Can I get $20? Yeah. Here come action again. I mean,
here come action again.
I mean, I got my whole family involved in this. I mean, my brother rides with me. My son rides with me. My wife rides with me. I have some nieces that have started to train, because they said, like, once I get done, they want to take over the mantle and start riding and doing the rides every year and representing as well. But even my brother, he's like, I can't do it as often as you do, because I can't go to my friends in circle every year and say, can I get some money for this event? So it's a part of fundraising, and it's just difficult. Like I said, I don't fault any African American that can't do it or don't do it. And then it's knowledge too, because a lot of people don't know about the ride. A lot of people probably love to ride and probably love to do it, or even love the challenge, or even say, like, even attempt it for one time and say, like, at least I tried. Because it's not the Trail of Tears. It's not a forced road march. I mean, it's like, if, say, for example, you wake up on day 2 where we have to do one of our longest days, which is 115 miles. So if you have pit stops every 20 miles. So right. If you are not able to do that whole day, you can say, I don't feel like riding anymore. They have what they call SAG buses that pick you up, and you can just say, okay, I'm getting on the bus, and the bus will take you to either the next pit stop if you want to, and you can say I can continue on, or it'll take you all the way to camp, and you can just end that day. Some people just do it to raise the money.
Yeah, I see it.
Whoa, because we got Roddy Perry. Go ahead, Shawnee.
Real quick. So
I'm sorry,
when you guys make the donation, when you click the donate button there now, it doesn't go to Action's account. It doesn't go to my account. It actually goes to
directly to the AIDS.
Hey, so all we need you to do is just go there and start making donations today, because as you can see right now, I'm sorry, Jay.
No, you good.
There's $0 raised. The
I
goal
see
is
that.
$3,500. So even if you just donate $1, you just go there, hit donate. It goes straight to AIDS Life Cycle. If you want to donate more, then you can scroll down to the bottom.
Hold on. Let me pause you real quick on that, Shawnee. I appreciate you, but if you donate $1, you know I would troll the shit out of you because
action.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
So if you
I
want
didn't mean to say the S word, but I will troll you because $1 is crazy. You can do $10. You can do at least a minimum of $10. Am I right, Mo? Am I lying, Mo? Can we at least get 10?
As a fundraiser myself, I do understand the significance of at least putting down the $5 or $10. Because the processing fees alone, $1, you're going to lose that. So
yeah, you're going to lose that. So be a big baller at $5.
If you want to do more than that, if you want to do a large amount, you want to get your Kyrie Irving on, the tax information for the San Francisco AIDS Foundation is there at the bottom. So you already have it. You know that it's 501c3. It's legit. Everything.
And this is tax deductible, yes?
Yes.
Yeah, it's tax deductible. So anytime you make this donation, especially like at the beginning of the year where you could write off charity, it all comes back to you because it is charity. So anything that you give is going to come right back to you.
Yeah.
All right. So everybody, there's zero money there. Make sure we've given you the information to donate. And don't be a trifling ass. And if you happen to ride the ride and you got a tent and you and your partner, don't be, come on. We ain't got to have sex on the, come on. You can hold off on that.
And registration is going on right now too. So if you're interested in cycling and if you want to do it, again, the registration is $65 if you want to join, if you want to get down, if you want to ride with me this year, and $45 if you want to do it at home because they have a at home cycling thing where you can just cycle at home. You don't have to. You can just kind of like pretend to do the mileage. If you have a bicycle at home, you can just do that. $45, you can join the cause as well.
All right.
I scanned it, Mike, real quick, and this dude 15,000 is his goal. He already up to 14. And Action got 0. We got to help Action get a couple.
Hey, I'm telling you right now, Jay, people be on it, man. People be on it. They don't play.
One of the things that you touched on in our community is we don't know about the conditioning of donors and understanding where that dollar goes, where the money goes. I understand, but that's important for y'all to understand.
We gotta wrap it up. We gotta wrap it up. Okay, we gotta wrap it up. Okay. We got like 3 minutes. Action, thank you. Support Action. He's doing something positive. Please, y'all.
See that, Shawnee? See, I got it, Shawnee. See that?
He got tattoos and everything.
Yeah.
D-Town on the hands. Oh,
nice.
Yeah, you definitely ain't getting no regular job ever again. You
definitely
That's Action. Check him out. Check him and Money out on Bink's Break Room, and make sure you check that out on Room 360. Thank you, Action. Good looking. All right. Support that, y'all. Support that.
Yeah, he's $0.
We do positive stuff here. We
14 grand.
Yeah.
That's getting some real money. You just trying to get 3,500. But I ain't
deductible, so they don't mind giving to charitable endeavors.
He's an honorable guy.
Thank you, Don Page. Thank you to everybody who watched today. We'll be back at it. Tomorrow is Friday, so it's just gonna be a fun Friday. Hopefully, we won't get serious about much. We'll just have a bunch of fun. We claim we're gonna do that, but then we always get into something. Shout out to I wanted to shout out. I should have wrote that damn thing down.
Shout out.
Damn, I had a shout out and I should have wrote it down. Anyway, there was something I was supposed to. Anyway, tomorrow, I'm going to write this down. Tomorrow, I'm going to tell you about the worst intervention ever done for an alcoholic. I just want to remind you, I'm going to tease the worst intervention ever attempted. Alcohol intervention. If y'all know what that is, that's when people gather together and tell you why we think you should stop drinking and what you've been screwing up. And I'm going to give you the story of the worst intervention ever attempted tomorrow. That is the tease ever attempted, and you will agree that this is the worst. Now, the thought was good. It was heartfelt, and I appreciated the attempt. Anyway, we're done. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be, because I can never be that and understand there's only one thing in life that's guaranteed. It will end. So enjoy every minute, every second. You fight for everything in your life. Fight for your happiness. Never let anyone take it from you. Rodney Perry, Uncle Rodney Perry Live is up next. We will see y'all tomorrow. Yeah.
Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legend, where the truth hurts. but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap in.